Hi, this is Elsa from Cyberspace to Your Place, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use our restaurant management system to add, delete, or edit menu items to your restaurant's menu. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have three tabs open. One will be open to the website's admin restaurant management area, okay, and you will be receiving all these URLs. The second one will be open to our website backend, the back end of our website, and I want to be under pages. And in this case, I'm going to be working on appetizers, so I will click appetizers. And while that is opening up, I will also want a third um, tab opened to our regular front end part of our website. Okay, so then here we have our catering menu, and we're gonna be demonstrating with the appetizers area. So I'm gonna click on appetizers. Okay, so appetizers will be our category, and then everything underneath that will be our items under our category. So if you hover over your catering menu, everything that's under the catering menu, any one of those items is called a category. And anything within those pages, so for example, the vegetable one here, if I click on that, that will be items within the category. Okay, so let's go back to appetizers. So here, same thing, on my pages I have opened appetizers. And the content to my appetizers is going to be here in the area called text. If I click on that, I can see a piece of code. It's called a short code, and pretty soon it will make sense. Okay, so this is the nuts and bolts of your menu, restaurant menu management system. So here I'm going to log in, and we will create a login information for you and send it to you. So I'm going to log in with my login information. Okay, so you're going to arrive at a page which is your home page, and on the left hand side you're going to see your restaurant menu system. If you click on that arrow, it will go ahead and open up a page that holds all of the categories from the menu on your website, and it'll hold an area to edit them and an area to delete them. The reason, just as a side note, the reason why you don't see a delete button here is because these categories have items. For example, this one has 14 items inside it. If this category were empty and it had 0 items, okay, then you would see a button here allowing you to delete it. That avoids the possibility that you might delete a category and leave all those items orphaned, basically not knowing where to go. Okay, and then underneath that, you're going to see what's called the shortcode, which basically should look familiar because that's exactly what was here on your page. And we will cover that in a few minutes. So anyway, so this is our appetizers, just like we had here under our appetizers. So two things to do here. You can either click edit or click on appetizer. Or if you wanted to add a new category, you would add a new category here. Okay, so as we've already said, and I'm just repeating here, these are categories. Then if I want to add a category to that, all I would need to do is click add a new category. I would give it a name. I would give it a description if I wanted to, and I would click add new category, and if you scroll down, you would see it listed underneath. Okay, as of now, I am not going to add it, so I'm just gonna go back a page. Oops. Okay, so I'm back here again, and I'm inside appetizers. So when I click my appetizers here, that link, it's going to take me to the appetizer area where I will have all of my items listed underneath. So for example, you've got samosa and so on. Okay, if you were to go to the front end to look at it, you would see that it matches this list right here. So the numbers and the list. So if you go back here, you've got your numbers and your list. Okay, these arrows can reorder your items. These columns will show the price of your items. By default, the price to column will be shown. So if you had a price for this specifically, this is where you would enter it, in the price to column. Okay, if you had two prices, like let's say a small and a large, then you could enter the price 1 and 2 and it would list it in 2 columns on your website. But as it is right now, there are no prices on the items. That's why these are set to 0. Again, this one is activated as the main price. Okay, so let's say that I wanted to edit this samosa. I wanted to, if I had misspelled it or I wanted to edit a price or whatnot, then I would click edit. And then here it is. Here is the category that it will be under. So even if I created it and put it under a different category, and then later on I wanted to change it to the correct category, I could do it here in this edit area. This drop down will show you all of the different categories that we have. Then we know that it's item 1. Again, if I wanted to reorder it, I would also want to make sure that I change the item number to match how we have it sorted here. Okay, there's the name, and then there's the item description. If you update it, then if you scroll down, you're going to see the changes here. Okay, so then this takes you back to the categories. So remember, everything is on that page. If then I wanted to, for example, I'm inside my category and I wanted to add a new item. Okay, then I would just click here and I would add a new item. Again, I would add the number, the item name, item description if I had one, price 1 and price 2. If there only were one price existed, then I would put it here in price 2. Okay, and that's it. This is how you add categories and items. And then this is where it's at, and this area here is where you're going to enter the whole category. So as you can tell, I'm not copying and pasting the whole category with its items here. I'm just making a reference to it by using the short code. Anything in brackets like this on your website is called a short code. Okay, and this here has a meaning. Let's go back here for a second. So let's say I was done with appetizers. Let's say that I had just added it. I added all my items in there. I'm going to go back to view my category. Right below that, this is the shortcode that I'm going to be using inside my pages. So right now I'm inside my appetizer page. So if I close this, I am inside my appetizer page. So what I want to display here is my appetizers. Okay, so this on my page is actually showing me all this on the appetizer page. Okay, so let's deconstruct it so that we can understand it a little bit better. So this shortcode is just saying to get the menu category ID 30. So this appetizer is number 30. Its ID number is 30. This one, for example, its ID number is 31, 32, and so on. Okay? Then it is saying to get a category image. So if you wanted to add an image, then all you need to do is add your image to your media file. And we have videos and tutorials for that also. And then you would put the path to the image here. Okay? And then that would be reflected right in here. This is addressing the prices. Okay, so again, you've got price 1 and price 2 for each item. Okay, so you've got price 1, price 2. What the 0 means, the 0, visualize 0 as meaning off and 1 as being on. Okay, so By default, price to, as I was telling you, is going to be turned on. Okay, that's just the way that the system is designed. Most menus have at least one price. So when you copy this and you create your category and you copy this to enter it into your page, you want to make sure that if you have no pricing, you turn off the category to. The price to 0. Okay, so the only difference between this that's created automatically when you create a category, okay, the only difference between this one and that one is that price to, which you will need to turn off. Okay, then you save it, you update your page, then you go back to your front end, your website, you refresh your page so that you can view the changes, and you'll see the changes right there. And that's all. It's as easy as that. Thank you again. This is Elsa from Cyberspace to Your Place. Hope this video is of some help.